Alright, back on this kicker gear project. That'd be down here. So we can install our ratchet plate here onto here. So this is the one that was worn out, got oversized rivets. So I got my tool made up finally, which is laying over here up in where it belongs. Let's see. So it goes right up on here. So I got my dowel pin cut in there. I don't think I showed that last time, I don't remember. So that's got a few hours making this thing. So anyway, it seems to be pretty good. Now right now I got the pin in here for the oversized rivet, which has a larger head on it than the stock rivet. So I had to make two different dowel pins there and two different heights. So this is the early one here with a dowel pin on a different location. There we go. These are rivets I'm looking for. So this has the stock ones in here and the oversized ones. So here's the dowel pin I made for the stock head. So we have a large rivet and a small rivet. We have two different head sizes. So this one here is cut down to match the head of the rivet here, and it goes inside of a stock basket. It'll work. This one here is a large diameter, full size. So if you flip this around backwards, this one takes up the whole head of the rivet. And when I made it, didn't have a big chamfer like this. It's flat, but anyway, it's in there. That's this one up in here. So it covers up most of the whole head of the rivet. It'll push in there flat and stick up like it's supposed to, not just put a dimple in the center of it. So this one here is the Harley basket. Now the Harley basket, when you put a rivet in there, the stock rivet, if you look at it, it's below the surface. See, it doesn't stick up, it sticks below the surface. So this rivet here is made to go in there inside the countersink in there. I can't hold it in there. You just have to take my word for it. It goes in there. You know, it'll push on the rivet head and not the basket. So the rivet will get tight, not the basket getting crushed, and the rivet be loose. If you collapse the rivet inside of a hole, it will not be tight. It'll come loose because it's just floating around in there. Okay, this one here, you put the oversized rivet in it, depending on which hole you got here. Now I did re-countersink these deeper and to correct angle, because they were not at the right angle for some reason. So basically they are just below the surface or flush, because they're larger diameter. So my rivet there sticks up 22 thou, as I recall. And the lowest one I measured in here was 15, so we should be alright. So most of these are flush or slightly above, so that's why we made it that way. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try to do this job now. So I got to get my appropriate tools out here to do all this. These are the rivets. That's what I'm looking for. I bought lots of different rivets for different things. Lots of them in here, different heights, different lengths. Early bikes take long rivets, late bikes take short rivets. They're both the same size when you start. So this is the other half of the deal here. There's the other pin for the other tool. This is for the early one. Probably have to mark these so I can identify them later. Red's a good marker. Red always tells you there's something different. So red's going to be our early one. Natural will be the other one. You'll have to figure out which one's which on the diameter though. I'm usually smart enough to figure that out pretty quickly. That kind of stuff I'm kind of picky about, so I look at it all the time. Here's the other one, so I'll probably wind up putting that in the tool when I'm done. Okay, so this here is my tool. I made up that goes inside the machine up over here. This is the pushing part. So instead of doing a rivet gun, we use a hydraulic press basically. It just pushes it down, solid, steady pressure until it crushes flat. We're not banging or beating on stuff. And the spring here is supposed to push the plate down so it's all the way against the basket when you start crushing the rivet. If you don't do that, then the plate can be up off the flange a little bit and be uneven or whatever and not be really attached correctly. That's the problem with using a rivet gun. So that's why I like pressing it down without first. Now this one here is a small head, this one has a big head. This is for the 3/16, this is for the stock rivets. So we got two different ones. So, boom, boom. That's for the oversize. And that goes in there like that. And I need my tool for holding it. I'll use my mel stop to hold it as I recall. Maybe not, we'll see. Okay, so we haven't tried doing this yet, so hopefully this all fits up inside the machine up in here. If it doesn't fit in here, we're going to have a problem. Hell of a time to figure that out right now, but oh well, we'll see. These baskets are pretty tall, so it might not fit. So, let's see here. So first thing I do is load all these rivets up in the machine into here. These are all held in by the tool. These ones kind of going tight, so a little bit different. That one's a little bit loose. That one definitely is loose. And so these rivets all stuck up above the surface before I countersunk it, and made things match up better. So these things get cut oversized, they kind of screwed up a lot of stuff. Damn, that one goes in hard. See, that one they drill it from several different places. See, it's not even, you got a couple different holes going there. A couple of these holes are pretty crappy. But it's alright, the rivet should crush in. We'll find out though. These don't work, we'll try some different ones. Okay, so this goes now into here. Load that up in there. And then this goes in here and lines everything up off of that. Now, my tool already lines the basket underneath. And theoretically I don't have to have anything else other than this on here, because this was tight also. None of the stuff lines up with anything else. See, right now this doesn't even go together. So we might have to do a little extra labor here to make things work. I don't think that's going to work very well. Alright, let's see how this loads up in the machine, 'cause I'm not sure if it's going to even fit in here. And, nope. It is not going to fit. I was afraid of that. We have a limited height here, and the early basket is close. The blade basket is taller. There's no room. Hole right there. Mark this thing so I can see it. The other problem is getting the rivet where you can get to it. None of this stuff's going to really work very well. Alright. Big failure. Multiple issues. So the only way I can shorten things up is I have to make this tool, I gotta make a tool shorter than this one. And I don't know if I have any more of these. I don't think I did. That's gonna be another problem. Next problem is getting all this to go together. Let's go with the easy one. Let's make the ratchet fit on the basket. Because right now, it ain't going. Yeah, I got one to go in. And the problem is it takes more than one to do the job. See, none of this stuff lines up, so. Yep. See, when everything's drilled oversized, stuff's not drilled equally. So you do a job like this, you put one rivet in there about halfway, and then you go find another one's close, and you do that one, you got to drill all the holes to fit after that. Looks like the holes are off about 20 thou. See how the holes are off a little bit right here? Every one of these is off. Boom, 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 boom. So what are we going to do about making that work? That's going to be a whole nother problem. That one might go in right there. Just get a couple of them to go in to kind of hold things. That one's close. There we go, that one went. That's about the extent of that. Another one over here looks like it lines up. It may look like it, but it doesn't. Some of these are almost half a hole off. It's pretty bad. So what I need to do is find the group of holes that works the best. So we need to figure out which one of these is the best fitting holes. See, when these ones line up here, look how far off these ones over here are. They're pretty far off. So let's move it over one position. And it's closer, but still another way off over here. Looks to me like the whole plate is just off. And that's way off over here. So no matter what, this one's way off. This hole is drilled off center. So that's going to be a problem on that one. That looks halfway close. Yeah. Not really. That looks like the best fitting of the group. This, and that look pretty close. That one's off, this one's off. That's pretty close. I think I'm going to go in that position right there. Let's see if we can get any of these to line up at all with the squat. They won't even go in the hole. Yeah. If the rivet won't even go in the hole, we got a problem. Yeah, that was not even going to go in the hole. Be nice to have more than one rivet line up with any of the holes. There's two. Three. I think that's about the extent of one they're going to line up. Alright, I got three to line up. So I'm going to go ahead and run a reamer down all these holes, start putting rivets in each time I do one. So next one I want to do is get one over in here someplace to kind of get it kind of centered up a little bit. So this thing's just a piece of crap. One problem after another. What a shocker, huh? Okay, so I'm going to take all our big rivets here. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. One too many. Alright, let's go over here to the mill and do some drilling. Oh boy. And I get to make more tools tomorrow. Or I'll stay up all night tonight doing it, which I didn't particularly want to do tonight. So I probably won't. Alright, so these are 3/16 rivets. I need a 3/16 reamer. I gotta find our 3/16 reamer in our reamer selection chart. There you go. You clean it off every now and then, you can see that. Alright, so there's our well-used reamer from doing crap like this. Alright. Hey, it fits. Alright. Tight clearances. Alright, how fast are we going? Looks good. Okay, where's one I'm going to try to get to next? I'm going to try to get one over here someplace. Okay, we need something underneath here to support it. Needs to be about the thickness of my hand or fingers. How about a nice tall nut? Nope. Needs to be about an 1/8 inch more than this. How about a nut with a big fat washer? Yep, that's way too much. I'm missing nuts. Okay, these nuts come with different flange heights to them. They vary all over the place. So there's a tall one here. Maybe tall, but ain't tall enough. Put a plate under it. Still quite a bit more. Another tall one. It's about the same height. Alright, we're back. Battery died. Okay, I got the right combination. Tall nut, thin washer. Fits under the ratchets under here. Relatively decently. I think it is. Maybe. So go ahead and ream that through, see what happens here. Okay, there's another one in. Just skip around over to here, I think. Where's our next best ones? Next best ones are over here. Okay, it seems to be making it work. Those are way off. That one in there already. That one's in. Doesn't seem to be the right height anymore. No. Try that one. Yeah, they all suck. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna go Keep doing this here. Alright, it's not working. Gotta have the support under there, it doesn't work. Supported. Didn't go. Read it twice. There's a hold up. There it goes. There's a real bad hole over there. This one's pretty bad here too. Way off. That'll work pretty good. Okay, 2 more to go. These are the worst ones, weren't they? Nope. Already did the worst ones. There we go, success. All the rivets are in, look at that. And the tool goes in too, on the back side. Alright, what fun. Go back over here and see what kind of a mess we got over here to deal with. Okay, this goes center of that. Which doesn't quite go in. More misalignments. Yeah. Things don't like each other. The other problem is I have no idea where the alignment of this is at, which is going to be a big problem. So we have somewhere in this vicinity right here is a rivet. This is right here is a pin. Those need to line up. And of course this one's right behind that one because they're in line with each other. Okay. So. One rivet popped out. I don't want to go back. What a shocker. That's the worst hole one right there. So that should be close. So were you right on the money, or were you right in the middle of two of them? I think we're in between two. I think right there is on the rivet. Now I gotta try to get this to go in here, and that's the problem. Nothing wants to line up. There's a plug fit. Okay, so there is everything put together. Now let's try to get it from the machine. That's the next problem, is up here. There's our line out. There's our line. Success, we're in. Alright. Okay, now we got to do something about this problem here. First thing I do is put the button up in there. That gives me an overall height that we can be. We can be, it needs to be no taller than this. An 1/8 inch, you could probably squeeze it, but nothing about this height is what we need. The problem is we are a lot more than that height. See, we're quite a bit taller than that. So now I need something short. So I'm going to have to go find me another one of these to make it from, if there is such a thing. I did a lot of trimming on these making these, so I just need to make me a short one. So, next tool to go find. Alright, go hunting.